Ahoy there, Anthony the Captain here. Welcome to a special edition of Captain's Arcade. Hope you enjoyed earlier tonight's episode of Captain's Arcade, which I played some soccer. I'm going to be continuing my marathon of Hideki Sato, the creator of the Sega systems that we all know and love, especially the Sega Genesis, the Sega Master System, the Sega Game Gear, etc. This time around, we're going to be playing some College Football USA 97, a Sega game that I ran a lot back in the day. Interesting tidbit. I'll let this play first.
Hey, sports. It's in the game.
Interesting tidbit. I was a few years old when I found out that when it comes to College Football USA 96, it has every single one of the Division I teams back during that time period. As opposed to this one over here, 97. If you want great Division I teams, when it comes to this specific game, 96 is the one to go. 97 doesn't have all the teams, unfortunately. Even though I rented 97 a lot back in the day, 96 was the better title, especially when it comes to the utilizing all the Division I teams during that time period. But there's not much difference in gameplay as far as that's concerned. Yeah, I really fear for you babies or you kids growing up nowadays as far as gaming is concerned. Because back in my day, we had to go to an actual physical store to rent movies and video games. Y'all will never know the experience, how much this means to a kid back in the day. Back in the 80s, 90s, and a touch of the 2000s. That really means making a blockbuster night, especially on Friday nights. Yeah! Go me. Touchdown. Like I said, I sure wore my my cheer captain gear. But still. As I said before, kids nowadays will never experience how much a video store means to a 90s kid, 80s kid, 90s kid, and a touch of the 2000s kid. Friday night, and it means a trip to the video store. Even though there's one Blockbuster Video left in the entire world, and that's all the way in Oregon. But still, kids will never experience this type of goodness during the school year on a Friday night. Like I said, this is one of my go-to video games, as well as College Slam. College Slam is, I guess you could say, a college version of NBA Jam. I could have sacked him sooner, but, better late than never. And I feel for your kids as far as Saturday mornings are concerned. Because back then we had Saturday morning cartoons, waking up early and eating our favorite breakfast cereal. And getting ready for the day. Watching Saturday morning cartoons and playing video games rented from the video store. I really feel for you kids. I really feel for you babies. Yep. This was my kind of adventure on a Friday night. While everybody else is under the Friday night lights, this is my kind of Friday nights. Playing video games and maybe watch Roller Jam here and there. Roller Jam, which basically combine roller derby with wrestling-like storylines. Just couldn't quite get it out of bounds. NC State was my team back in the day. And I decided to play them against Florida State. And I also feel for you kids that don't know what killer tofu means. There's a song from the TV show Doug. Every time I go to the Hoot, aka Hooters, and show them what killer tofu is, from Doug, and every time I ask them what ever heard of Doug, and every time I watch something from Paramount Plus or something from my childhood, they have no clue what it is. I even have shirts of Legends of the Hidden Temple teams. I have every single team except for the Red Jaguars and the Silver Snakes. You know why? Because I feel that they're overrated. Every single time they always advance to the next round from the moat round. Maybe one of these days I'll pick one up, but pick up a Red Jaguar and Silver Snakes. But I'm sorry, they're way too overrated. It's always them. It's always the same teams. Specifically the Red Jaguars and the Silver Snakes. But one time I showed some of the Hooter girls what my Legends of the Hidden Temple shirt. Oh yeah, a touchdown! Yeah. Oh. Like I said, wore my cheer captain gear. I showed some of the Hooter girls, especially the white name tags. The white name tags are Hooters girls under 21. I showed them one of my Legends of the Hidden Temple shirts that I was wearing, and they have no clue what they are, and they have no clue what show they came from. No, I don't think any of them have ever heard of the TV show called Double Dare, the children's Nickelodeon show. They don't know nothing about Double Dare. They don't know nothing about some of the stuff that I grew up with. They don't know nothing about Legends of the Hidden Temple. They don't know nothing about no Double Dare. They don't know nothing about no Saturday morning cartoons. You know why? Because they're babies. I just like to joke around with them. I love joking around with the Hooter girls. And I've noticed. PP. This is what you do PP. But don't worry, they got a long way to go. Anyway, my go-to spot, Hooters. I've been a regular since 2009. And I've seen some changes over the years. I always have, but nonetheless, I always love having fun striking conversations with some of my favorite Hooters girls. Or any Hooters girl for that matter. Especially joking around with comparing my childhood to theirs. And them not knowing the elements from my childhood. Like Killer Tofu, Legends of the Hidden Temple, Doug, Double Dare, you name it. They don't know a thing about it, especially the white name tags. The white and silver name tabs. The silver name tabs are trainer Hooter girls under 21. But nonetheless, my childhood is completely different from theirs. But nonetheless, like I said, I always love striking conversations with them, especially with several of my favorite ones. They ain't gonna get it. They ain't gonna get it. And mark my words, I'm gonna be celebrating my birthday over at the Hoot, just so I can do the birthday dance. I always loved doing the birthday dance. But anyway, but yeah, I know several changes now that the original founders have taken back what once was theirs. I do miss several elements of Hooters. I know not just Hooters, but a lot of the restaurant industry in general has been taking a huge blunder, especially with COVID and all. COVID was what killed the vibe of the restaurant business. Luckily, the Hooters in my local area is still standing, like the Burlington one and the Greensboro one. Nowadays, I've been going to the Greensboro one. I've been door dashing in the in. This is what happens when you don't pay attention when you game and talk at the same time. Anyway, but still, like I said, the restaurant, I'm starting to go to go back to, I guess you'd say, my roots, the Greensboro store, which is the Hooters location that I've been started going when I first started going to Hoot back in 2009. Yes, I'm showing my age. I guess the founders want to turn the vibe back to when it first opened back in 1983. The menu's basically back to the same as when they originally first opened. They got rid of the jukebox. I've been noticing the Hooters girl shorts have been longer than the ones that in previous years. But nonetheless, despite the changes, I still try to make the most of it. Yeah, the one that I miss most is Call Me Loco, but I miss the Hooter. Oh, part of me, or rather, most of me, and you know what? All of me misses the length of the Hooters girl shorts, the ones that went back from, which were used from 2021 to 2025. Up until the founders took back what once was theirs. They're like little briefs or underwear, or as my pops would call them, hot pants. But thank God for feedback and surveys and all. Maybe they will come back someday, but I probably wouldn't count on it, because the founders want to keep the vibe and everything in the atmosphere the way that they founded it back in 1983. The menu items that I miss are the tenders, the chicken tenders. You got chicken wings and you got chicken tenders. I've always loved the chicken tenders, even though that I've only had them like within the final months before the founders bought back the company. Yeah. I'm hoping they bring those back someday. And I know some of the Hooters girls are missing the menu items and the length of the shorts. I was talking to this one girl saying that she too misses the little booty shorts that look like briefs. They said she said that they're more comfortable that way, and yeah. Although when they initially came out back in 2021, it had some of the girls during that time period were like divided as far as the length of the shorts are concerned. I mean, come on, it's Hooters, you know? I'm a straight guy, you know? But, yeah. If I tell them my feedback many times, maybe... they got it. Maybe they'll bring back some of the missing elements. And I also miss the formal Fridays when the Hooters girls wear black uniforms and when the bartenders wear black all the time. I miss those too. It distinct them for the days of the week and distinct them of their position.
Incomplete.
Which I hope someday that they bring back the briefs and they bring back the tenders and they bring back the black. But in the end, beggars can't be choosers. But I have to try. You know, the survey and the feedback. Because there's usually there's restaurants and like when it comes to restaurants and everything, they usually have like a website you can go to, or you can go to their app and leave feedback there, or maybe leave a Google feedback, a feedback on Google. That's what I've been doing. But hopefully, if they listen to me, maybe they'll bring back some of those elements. I miss the briefs, and I miss the tenders, and I miss the black. Maybe like I said, maybe someday they'll bring back those elements. Doesn't really make a difference what I do in this game. Oh, I didn't get it. I mean, in this the rest of the first half, I've already taken a commanding lead. But I know beggars can't be choosers, but I have to try. I have to try my hardest. I mean, you never know. Maybe there are some paying consumers like myself that miss certain elements from the company. And like I said, this one of my favorite Hooters girls that I was talking with, she too misses certain menu items, and she too misses the underwear like briefs of shorts. And I know there are certain people out there that are not Hooters people by any stretch of the imagination, all because of the way the Hooters girls look and how skimpy their outfits are. But it's no different. It's like a good friend of mine who used to be a GM over at the Greensboro store said, it ain't no different than going to the beach. In fact, you see a whole lot more of the beach than you do at the Hoot. And besides, the Hooters girls come from different walks of life. and Hooters have been taking part in various charities and all, especially breast cancer awareness that they do every October. I also miss bikini contests. I miss those too. Hope they bring them back soon. And like I said, Hooters as a company hasn't been all that great, and in fact, restaurants in general haven't been all that hot. I think COVID was what killed them, was what put a dent in the business as a whole. But the founders, hopefully that they'll keep the company afloat. Well, but like I said, with me submitting my surveys and all, I have to try. If they turn me down, I can't say I didn't try. Oh, what the freak? Oh. Got a little trigger happy with the button. But oh well. It would have been a 10-yard penalty if it weren't for me hitting the button so soon. Put it away. Put it away. Oh, fumble. Oh. PP. PP. Yeah. But oh well. But nonetheless, regardless of the changes, the Hoot will always be my safe space. Will always be my go-to hangout spot. Ha ha! Yeah. The shorts that look like briefs. They were first introduced back in 2021. When I first saw them, I was like, did their shorts shrink in the wash or something? And I was like, after a while, I was like, I guess it's their new shorts, apparently. Oh well, I'll take it. Another regular started noticing that. It's like shorts all written up on their butt cheeks. Now I can't stop staring at their butts or something like that. he started saying something like that, and I didn't. And I didn't even know. Yeah, I didn't even notice it until I took a closer look. So yeah. To me, they look more attractive that way. The Hooters girls look more attractive that way in the hot pants. Look at this. Yeah. Touchdown. Oh, touchdown. And like I said, these Hooters girls are not hookers by any stretch of the imagination. They come from different walks of life. They go to school. They have lives outside the restaurant business, and they do amazing charities like golf tournaments and you name it. said this a million times, but I'll say it a million more. In addition to the hot pants, they bring back the tenders and other menu items that they omitted. I'm a little disappointed that they got rid of the jukebox, but oh well, they start playing random music, random pre-recorded music, which I don't mind at all. Back in the day, I used to dance around the restaurant to Bilbo DeVoe's Poison. I was doing the worm, the hammer time, and everything. Those were good times. But like I said, I don't mind the. I don't mind doing away with the. With the jukebox. But I do miss the certain menu items, the chicken tenders, specifically, and the briefs. But in the end, I know I'm taking a dominant lead, and I guess you could say I'm getting even with myself of losing in season 1 of Captain's Arcade. But in the end, it's just an honor, Sato-san. Sato-san, this is for you. Unfortunately, you can't move the runner in motion in this game. Or at least in this game. Look at that, another touchdown. Oh, touchdown. Kick off or receive. Yeah, those were the days, me playing this game on a weekend. And when I first got my first PlayStation, me and my pops would play some NFL Game Day 98. That would be our go-to game. Let's see, third. We'll start with the fourth. Right here, right now. Two-point conversion, good. They still got a ways to go, but I don't see them winning. Grab the ball. Might as well go ahead and keep it on the ground. Ain't nothing they can do right now at this point.
Offside.
Ha-ha! Might as well go ahead and drain the clock as much as I can. I might do another one on tomorrow night. I might. You just never know with me. Like I said, it's the thought that counts as far as this tribute's concerned. I don't know. I may play a Game Gear game. I don't know. Or may continue playing a Sega Genesis game. But I might as well go ahead and play another Sega Genesis game if I do decide to continue on this marathon. I may continue it for like the rest of the week, because this Sunday will have been a week since his passing was announced. Hideki Sato. How do you make that catch? But everybody be on the lookout for some interesting episodes, and the episode's going to be taking a twist and turn. Channel update. My annual International Women's Day, I just need to add the commentary, and everything should be. Other than that, everything should be all set. It's going to be on International Women's Day as the Garden State Queens defend their title against the Santa Barbara Riveters. Oh, they decided to kick a field goal. Okay. I'm surprised they didn't go for the touchdown, but oh well. Doesn't matter what we do now. Doesn't matter what we do at this point. I still won the game. The ball game is over. Just need to run the ball out. Bada boom. They can use their timeouts all they want. It ain't gonna do them no good. You know why? Because I picked up the victory. Sweet, sweet, sweet victory, yeah. First down, baby. They pick now to use their timeout. Use their timeouts. should be close enough to make a field goal. I'm gonna have to try. I don't think I got it. Nope.
No good.
Doesn't matter now because this ball game is over.
Incomplete. Set. 20. Interception.
Pick off. Now this ball game is over. All right. Oh, it does give you the option to take a knee, but oh well. Using a timeout ain't gonna do you no good. One last play. All right. Guess that'll do it. All right, folks. Conclude this game. Time for me to hit the hay. I picked a victory as the Wolfpack of NC State. 28-14 final score. Bada boom, bada bing. So yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Join us for some more arcade fun. Tune back over here on this very channel for some more arcade fun. Until we meet again, baby, say goodbye.